Gladys is a homeowner living in the Hermosa neighborhood of Chicago. She lives in a frame construction style house that was built in 1907 with her daughter, who now has 3 children of her own.
Well, I'm retired. It's been 20 years. I'm 81 years old. And I lived here for 45 years, so that's been a long time. And actually, this house was abandoned, I think, in the Logan Square neighborhood, so she, fixed it up. And I live on Social Security, and I have a little pension, and that pays for my Medicare, and which keeps going up.
Since she's retired, Gladys's fixed income from her Social Security and pension have to cover all her costs. When costs like Medicare go up, it greatly impacts people like Gladys. From 2021 to 2022, Medicare premiums went up a whopping 14.5%, which is one of the largest increases in the history of the program. In addition to rising prices, unexpected events can also be costly, especially when it comes to home maintenance. For example, nearly 20 years ago, Gladys experienced a fire in her house. While home insurance typically covers the majority of these unforeseen costs, sometimes homeowners have little control over how the repairs are done.
Well, when I had the fire, I had that contractor, but he put everything cheap in here. And the flooring going in the kitchen is peeling off and that. Cheap, cabinets and that. It's just falling apart. And I had flooding in the basement twice now. They said when you have a house, it's okay when you're younger, but when you get older, you just don't have the money to fix things.
Beyond the unexpected maintenance costs following a fire or a flood, people living in older homes like Gladys's often see much higher utility bills than newer homes. In fact, homes that were built before 1950 and use natural gas spend an average of 27% more on space heating than those built after 1980. And for most people, like Gladys, a natural gas bill is not their only utility bill.
Well, I'm on the budget with the gas, and that's $373 a month I pay for gas on the budget. Because she said maybe because the house is old and it's drafty, and I was putting the heat up, and they said I went over. It's very hard to pay $373 a month for gas. Yeah, I pay $200 a month on electric too. Yeah. I pay a lot. That's $600 right there.
Despite paying high energy bills, Gladys and her family still have challenges keeping their home comfortable in extreme temperatures.
But it's cold down here. In the winter it's cold. Because I noticed this window here it's not double framed, it's only one. So it's all cold. Well, I have an electric heater I use for myself because I'm down here. But that makes my electric go up higher. And plastic, we put plastic all over. It still don't help.
In addition to putting plastic over the windows, Gladys and her daughter have to put a blanket at the foot of the front door to seal off the large draft that comes in. They run into similar temperature issues in the summertime. Her daughter explained that because the central air conditioning doesn't work, they have to rely on window units upstairs, one for each of the 3 bedrooms. Because the house gets so hot on the second floor, they're forced to run the window units consistently during the summer months, which causes the electric bill to skyrocket.
They all have air conditioners. Yeah, units, and you put in the window. Yeah, they run it all the time. I get big electric bills, yeah.